Hi everyone, welcome to Springtide Readings. I'm Christina. I'm going to be your host and your go-between. We're going to find out what the messages the team have today. The message may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not your message. If it's not your faces and places I'm talking about, it's probably not for you. However, you may know who this message belongs to, so pass it on. Because, a bit of a leg up is always helpful to anybody. I do swear, and if that's not something you can sit through, you probably want to switch over or switch off. Or switch over, go find yourself a reader that doesn't swear, one that you're comfortable with, because there's some great readers out there. And, these readings are here to give you confirmation of what you already know. This isn't to give you shocking information that is brand new to you, because you know this stuff. This stuff is just calling on you to look at your intuition. That's it. Okay, right. So let's grab some cards and see how they're doing. Get back in here. Actually, I'm not going to start with these today. Yep. No. Yes. What are we starting with, team? Okay. Those you have in your hand. Oh, bollocks. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. What messages do you have for the collective, team? Messages for the collective. What messages? They just said clarity. We're talking clarity. No, that's not. Clarity. I would say you're being watched. And is this surveilling? What is this? This is a group of humans, and they're watching you. And I feel this is a rather cold-blooded thing here, but I think the truth is going to be revealed about it. Let's see what else they have to say. Messages for the collective, team. But saying hold your own. Hold your own in this situation, because you're right. They also said that you're not, whoever this group of people is that they're getting ready to talk about, or they're starting to talk about, you're not tethered to them. You're not beholden to these people. Even if they're your family, you're not beholden to them. You are beholden to yourself. Heal yourself with choices. And the choice is not to indulge in this. These people don't add up. They don't, it's weird. People say, okay, you can't say intentional spell work because people don't do that. Let me tell you something. One day, I got a message on Facebook from a guy I went to high school with. Now, I haven't seen him since high school. The other group of people that he was telling me about, the one chap I had seen in my late 20s. And there was some history there. I'm damn sure there's past life history there. Anyway, nonetheless, this guy had got together with a bunch of other people, and they called themselves a coven. And this other chap who got in touch with me was part of this coven. Now, he used the word coven. And he said that every Saturday night or whenever they get together, this is what they do. They psychically attack me. And I thought, why? What the hell? I thought, it's like, fine. I don't really care. Because you know why? Because I'm divinely protected. My team protects me. Archangel Michael protects me. I'm a very protected woman. Despite bad things happening, you got to learn. You can't have all good stuff, and you can't be completely protected against everything. Otherwise, you don't learn anything. Anyway, so I thought, well, fine. So if anybody says to me that intentional spell work doesn't happen, people don't get together and do this, it's all you just being nutty or whatever, it's bullshit, actually. Because I heard from the horse's mouth, one of the horses anyway, that this is what they were doing. This is how they spent their time. Bizarre. And I'll have to, the other group of people, I knew 2 people in this group, and I don't know how many are in their coven. I'm going to assume the full 13 complementary. I didn't even know the other people. They didn't know me. None of us had ever met. So when you're talking about a group like this, they don't care. They don't give a shit whether they've met you, whether they haven't, or whether they even know any of the facts. You know, facts, not opinion of this person who is driving this whole thing. That's crazy. So, you know, don't let people tell you that people don't do intentional spell work, because that's just absolute rubbish. They do. And especially if you're a divine feminine or masculine, you're going to be a target for this sort of thing, because they can't, you know, they can't take it. They can't take that divine energy, because they don't have it, nor will they have it this time. You know, if they put the shadow work in and started to heal themselves with choices, then, you know, great, fair enough. They would get there eventually. But as I keep saying, you can't keep calling yourself a divine being or a divine feminine or masculine when you're not putting the shadow work in. When you're indulging in the same crap that you did in high school, the lies and the games and the intrigues and all that manipulation and all that crap that hopefully you have learned not to do, you know, past high school, for God's sake. You know, a lot of these people are doing the same thing, calling themselves divine masculine and feminine. It's just not, it doesn't add up. Exactly. It doesn't add up. I'm going to take a few more of these. Yeah. But I think you're proven innocent in this. I think you're proven innocent in all this. Because I do think the truth is revealed. I think that what these people are doing is going to come out. And I also think that the team, or, you know, your team or the universe, they're asking you to be realistic about this situation. Now, there are little things you can do, like burn your sage. That big new stick there, that's quite fun, isn't it? I burn my sage every day. Be sure to tell it what you want. Be sure to tell your sage what you want. If you are asking for protection, or if you're asking it to return it to sender, say, little sage, I'm going to light you, and if you could return the energy back to sender, that would be fabulous. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, however you want to word it. You could even just say the word protection over and over and over, or whatever your intention is. It just sets it. But be realistic. You know, there are things you can do to protect yourself. Crystals. Crystals are a wonderful one. Sage is a wonderful one. And sage is not the only thing that you could... Look at that. Oh my God, wow. These just flew out of the deck. You know, sage isn't the only herb you can burn. You know, people have been burning sage in every ancient civilization. Or, sorry, burning herbs to cleanse and to protect for spiritual reasons. Well, you know, whatever the spiritual reasons were. Since ancient times. And this is not just a Native American thing. All over the world, they did this. You know, in Scotland, for instance, it was called, I think it's called swaining. You know, they did it in Egypt, they did it in the Mayans did it, the Incas did it, the Mesopotamians, the Sumerians, you know, go back. You know, it's not just one place in the world that does this. So, you know, there's a reason that spiritual beings use it. It's because it works, and it's a very simple, lovely way to get some work done. Now, these two cards, these two cards popped out of the deck. I love it, because you are protected, exactly. And the obstacles that are put in your place, put in front of you, they may seem like such a fucking pain. And you're like, why? Why, universe? Why are you doing this? But it is to protect you. It is to protect you so you don't go headlong into this group of people, for instance. You know, or you don't go headlong into something that's going to cause you a whole lot of heartache, or problems, or loss, or grief. You know, this is there to protect you. You are protected. You see, and just like that, this abusive behavior is going to come out. And although it doesn't... Alright, we'll start here. And just like that, the abusive, cold-blooded behavior is going to be revealed. And although it feels like a lot, you know, these, like I said, this could be even your family. You know, it's entirely possible that this is your family. Even though it feels like a huge amount to bear, the universe won't give you too much. They'll push it to the limit, but they're not going to give you too much. And what you're there to do is to learn and to kind of absorb this energy and absorb these problems that you've got to tackle, because then that's going to give you the tackling fuel. You know, that's going to give you the tackling fuel to go after anything else that comes up, which things will come up because that's what we are here to do. I think that you are very close to success. But I think that, again, we're back to this. I think that you have to be honest with yourself and realistic about who these people are. Don't tell them your moves. Don't tell them what you're going to do. Don't tell them, you know, if you're going to post something about where you've been, do it long after you've been there. You know, at least give it a couple of weeks or a week or, you know, once you're home or, you know, whatever. Don't do it real time because, well, just don't, you know, they don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know what you're doing every step of the way. Team, do you have anything else for this deck? Nope. Okay. Which ones? Oh, really? Wow. If you guys know, my team aren't. They're not keen on the Kipper, but they've come round to them. I really wasn't taking no for an answer. All right, team. Messages for the collective. Expand on this of what you're saying already, please. Expand on this. Clarify this reading for the collective, please. And clarify this for the collective. And clarify this message for the collective, please. See, I knew it. I knew this card was going to come out. I knew it. Because I'm pretty sure that this is your family. If this isn't your family, this is somebody that you grew up with or that you have considered yourself, who have considered your family. Whether, you know, they're considering you family or they're considering their family. It is entirely possible this is an in-law situation as well. I think you should be concerned. Something about a house. Could you clarify this house for me, please, team? It's a broken home. Yeah, see, I'm getting divorce energy here. No. Anything else? Yeah, I'm saying cut family ties. Cut ties with this person. Step away. Because I think that you aren't... I really get the feeling that you aren't giving this any energy. You're not really looking at this objectively in the slightest. You're just kind of going with it and taking the abuse. There's no way that this abuse is not apparent. You must see it. But I think that you're kind of putting your head in the sand and saying, I'm not dealing with that. I'm just not doing it. No, that message obviously isn't for everybody, but you know, if you are in that position, you know, it's going to take you as long as it takes to step away and to accept the truth and to be honest with yourself and be realistic. It'll take as long as it takes, but I think if you are in that situation and any red flags have come up, perhaps you should just sit back and say, you know, analyze it. Just analyze it. Just have a look at it. Now, you don't want to be in this cycle for too long. And I think that you've already been in this cycle for way long enough. More than long enough. Can you clarify this for a collective, please? Can you clarify this for the collective? Yeah. See, there's people in their community. It's not just your family. It's people in your community as well. I think they want you to be poor. I think they want you to be concerned. And I think they expect you, good Lord, really? They expect you to change to be who they want you to be who they want you to be, who it's easy for them to manipulate and to bend the truth and to, yeah, they not only treat you like a child, but, and I don't care how old you are, they want you to change. They want you to change to suit their own games. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's some crazy shit. And then, I mean, you know, that's just, what the hell? Okay. Can you clarify the spread for the collective, please? I don't know what this means. Well, I know what this means. I know what this card means. It wasn't a card I was going to say, actually. That's the truth right there. That's what flew out. They said that... How did they say it? Could you repeat that, please? They want to bend your will, almost just to see if they can do it. But they expect you to change to be a part of this family unit or this group. These people will never change. You know, I hope you know that. They're not. There's just no way. They don't have it in them. They don't have whatever's necessary to change. They don't have the maturity. They don't have the strength. They don't have the honor. And this is the truth. And I think that the people that I'm talking to here, I think it's going to be kind of difficult. You know, I know a lot of my collective have already moved past this. Fantastic. You know, well done and keep going. But there are still a lot of people who are still back in this situation where, because it's their family, there's a level of guilt that they don't want to let go of it because they feel that, oh, well, that's my family. I can't let them go. I can't walk away from them. You bloody well fucking can. You can walk away from them. And I'll tell you what, the people who actually make that move, and I've talked to many of them now over the years. I made that move a long time ago. The people that I speak to who have made that move, again, you know, away from a toxic family, they are so much better for it. And none of them regret it. None of them regret it. Of course they want family, but they don't want this family. That's the thing. Nobody wants to be treated like this. It's just not right. It's not right. So, you know, consider finding your own independence with this. Yeah, exactly. These people are the fucking devil. You know, we got self-medication, we've got addictions, we've got oppressive behavior. These people are very controlling. They're very oppressive. You know, they want you to bend and behave the way they want you to behave. And if you stray outside of that, they punish you for it. Which is just ridiculous, really. Yeah, okay. Clarify this for the collective, please. Can you clarify this message? Clarify this message. Now, you'll notice that when I do my readings that I don't call out birth signs. And I think the reason I don't do that, I was thinking about this the other day. I think the reason I don't do that is because you guys know if I'm talking about the people that you're dealing with. You know. This is not going to be, you know, you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to get that burning sensation in your chest or your tummy. And your little spotty senses will be tingling. And you will know. You know, you don't need me to tell you what sign they are because it doesn't really matter. They are all different signs because this is for a group of people. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, truth is going to be revealed. And I think that these people are, you know, this poverty card, and funnily enough, that went on top of the poverty card, that this thief will be exposed, this truth will be exposed. I do honestly think that they're going to get caught. I really do think that they're going to get caught. Yeah, this is definitely about past. This is definitely about somebody that you have been with, or a group of people. This is a group of people. A group of people that you have been with for a long, long time. Since childhood. Since childhood. Absolutely since childhood. But yeah, exactly. There it is. Truth being exposed. And it is going to free you. It is going to free you. You're not going to be dominated by them anymore. This nonsense about, you know, feeling like you're the one who's done something wrong, that's going to come to an end. That is going to come to an end. You know, you're going to learn to cope. You're going to learn to cope without these people. And not only that, if you're honest with yourself and you're realistic about this, you're going to step into a whole nother life where you get to maintain your own integrity and find some self-respect. Now, I know, really, what it's like to be in this situation because Well, yeah, I was. But that's to walk away and to find your own self-respect. Good God, it took me a long, long, long time. But if you persevere, you'll get there. You persevere. You will do it. You're learning to cope. You know, and I think when they come back around and say, oh, but you're part of the family and we love you and we've always supported you. No, you need to tell them to take that cup and shove it where the sun doesn't shine in the most polite way that you can do that. And I think you need to step back and take a little, as the hermit, take a little time to just be just with you. Get to know you. Get to know your own space. Get to know your own energy. And I think in turn that's going to bring you a really happy home. A really happy existence. Yeah, fucking hell. Yes, yes, yes. Sun card. It is going to make you independent. Look, there she is. It's independence. It's going to make you independent. It's going to make you less defensive. You're not going to have to defend yourself against anyone, really, because, you know, day-to-day nonsense at shops and things like that. But, you know, you're going to be part of another community. You know, this is not, you're not going to have to do this. You don't have to bend over backwards to please somebody because, you know, well, fuck them, really. Clarify. Anything else? Yeah, goddamn. You see, this backstabbing is coming to an end. The truth is going to come out. And see, that's the thing. You either be realistic and say, right, I've got my proof now that these people have been doing this, although my intuition has been telling me that for years, which I ignored, fine. But here is hard evidence. And when that hard evidence comes out, you're going to have two choices. You are going to either be honest with yourself and say, look, okay, these people are crap. I'm walking away. Or you're going to go right back into it and you're going to keep taking it. And perhaps maybe that'll happen again, that you will have the opportunity to walk away. I would walk away. Look at that sun and moon right there next to each other. See that sun card, that's your beautiful existence. It's fresh and it's warm and it's safe and it's stable. You know, you've got everything you need right there. And you're going to ride the fuck out of this situation. And I do think you're going to get a message. And I think it's something that you're not going to want to hear. I really don't. No, obviously, you know, this is if this is your family, of course you're not going to want to hear it. But that's going to be really, really, really difficult to deal with. Really difficult to deal with. Yeah, it's going to come in fast and hard. How these people are just living in a fantasy world. And all they really want to do is fuck you over. There's a lot of jealousy here. But there's not just that. I don't know. It's like, yeah, see, this is meant to be. All this is meant to be is, and the reason is because it's there to teach you, well, it's going to teach you temperance, isn't it? It's going to teach you patience. It's going to teach you to be more forthright and standing up for yourself as well. You know, you're going to sit with your own energy and be absolutely fine with that. Whereas I feel like they've made you think that you can't be alone. Like you're not the type of person to stand on your own 2 feet, and that's just absolute shockingly shite. Of course you can. Of course you can. We all can. You just have to find the strength. Anything else for the collective on this? Yeah, you will get justice. Exactly. You are going to get justice for this. Yeah, exactly. And your heartache and your trauma and all this stuff will heal. And you will learn to cope. When these people go through judgment. Oh, goodness me. Anything else you'd like to add to this team? Not with cards, but just messages. Don't be so quick to blame yourself for things, because that's how they work. That's how they manipulate you. That's how they get you to where they want you to be, in this vulnerable, squishy state, mentally, thinking that you're the one who fucked up, and actually, Yeah, I'm no expert on narcissism. It's a word that's been used quite a lot. I think it became trendy not too long ago, I think. But gaslighting, if I'm not mistaken, this is what they're talking about. Gaslighting, telling you that you're crazy. Telling you that it is your problem, but really, it's really not. It's really not your problem. Don't be so pliable to them. Just because they say something doesn't mean that you have to agree with it or go along with it. Your travels are going to take you to places that you've never even dreamed of. And I don't even necessarily mean like world travels. I mean your day-to-day life. You're journeying down your own life's path. And even if trouble happens when you're on your own, you don't have to run back to these people. You can deal with it. You're strong enough to deal with it. With everything you've learned here, they have given you so many tools to cope. They've taught you how to cope by being assholes. Go figure that one out. But that's something that you've taken on. That's something that you've sorted out. All right, let's see what these cards have to say. These are the animal spirit cards. We all have positive attributes in our life. We all have positive things, positive forces that are working in our favor, and that's what these are to highlight. They're to highlight. See, I knew that card was coming to come out. You guys have this beautiful grace about you. You are humble, and you are to a lot of people it would look like you are submissive, but it isn't. It's grace. It's grace. You carry yourself in a gentle, sensible, sensitive way, and I think that is one of the main reasons why a miracle is going to happen. And I do believe in miracles. I do believe in miracles because I've seen it. Miracles are beautiful. They don't happen very often, but boy, when they do, it's a powerhouse of beauty. I think you have a higher calling. And I think you've got a wisdom to know what to do and to know how to regenerate, rebirth, to open yourself up to this new life, to walk away from this old and to bring in a new life. You have the wisdom to do that. You're magical beings. And you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are. Learning the lessons and accepting the truth, it can happen at any age. If you get there and if you persevere, you will get there. And it is going to bring you to freedom. Definitely. But there's that temperance again. You got to be patient. Patient with yourself, actually, is what I feel. It's not even patience with this situation. It's patience with yourself. We all have bad days. Don't let that deter you from moving forward. Sorry, my little OCD friends. There you go. What else you got? Yeah, I think that you feel... I keep getting that you feel, or some of you feel, that you can't stand on your own. You've relied on these people for so long that you can't do it. You can't be independent, that you can't stand on your own, but you can. You really can. You will learn. You will learn by trial and error. You will learn you'll have another community to fall back on as well. Now, they may not be your family and may not be able to take every day of what do I do here and what do I do here. You're going to have to figure this stuff out on your own. But they will be there for you. They will be there for you. What else? Oh. Yeah, you've got good luck on your side. That popped out. I mean, these are big cards. For it to pop out, that's like quite a thing. That's perseverance. Oh, sorry, always be prepared. Always be prepared. I think that you've put so much trust and power in these people's hands that it's almost as if you can't move forward without them, without their say-so, without their permission. But you don't need their permission. You don't need their permission to move forward. See, some of my collective who are still perhaps still listening to this, they've already been through this, and they're sitting there smiling to themselves, as kind of I am too, because once you make it through this and once you get away from these toxic people, your life will be so much better. It will be so much easier. You will be able to breathe without being condemned or criticized for every damn thing you do. Like I said, if this is your reading, you will know you are clever. And this card keeps coming out. Self-reliance. Because you can do this. You can be self-reliant. You're a guardian. You've got protection. Oh, sense of nobility. You can do this, guys. I know you can. Step away from toxic family members. You know, toxic, that's another word that bounced around quite a lot. But, you know, that's a really, really good description of who these people are. Right. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I really do. You collective are just awesome. You blow me away every single solitary day. And I just want to thank you for that, because, you know, you're great, and I love you. And I look forward to a long time of being able to do this for you. Right. Love you. Have a wonderful day. Love you.